enough shit. We finally got the food in like 11:30.
We got there like 6.
Now, part of the problem was that about 15 or 16 people had left, and they're still frantically cooking the food, and they brought the food out, and the people were gone.
I was one of them.
Jibba and I felt it was our sacred duty to attempt to consume all of that food.
We had so much steak.
You had steak? You left, you bitch!
And cheese! We made a game effort. We each ate enough to feed 4 Central African nations.
You got to appreciate that, don't you?
Do I have to appreciate it?
Yes.
I'm an uppity Negro. I don't have to appreciate shit.
However, we still could not do that. And I felt, because these people were going to go home and they were going to say, those fucking furries, I paid for all the meals that people didn't eat.
Out of his pocket.
For the sole reason that I didn't want these guys to lose money and go home and say these fucking furries. I wanted them to go home and say, well, what a hell of a night that was, but at least we made a lot of money. So Sven Tegetov, chairman of Eurocurrents, owes me 4 blowjobs next year.
Well, I had fun.
Oh, Eurocurrents is...
Different.
It's very different, but it's brilliant. It's a wonderful, wonderful convention. If you guys ever get the chance to go there, I highly recommend it.
Yes.
Did anybody here go to the variety show this evening? Yeah. It ain't that. My God, it ain't that. Trust me.
They had an erotic versus dance competition.
Oh, you would remember that, wouldn't you?
It was a judge dance. I didn't judge it, I hosted it. It was in something called the Kitty Twister. Do you remember the old porn, the Titty Twister? They named it the Kitty Twister.
Yep.
They had fursuits, dancing on fursuits on me and taking things off, and
that's why he remembers it.
He's making himself. He's got the vapor!
you know I'm going through the change. But my breakdown for this past year, they've been there for 50 million years because they're 5,000 years old. But
1, 2, 3.
Best con. And this came out of your mouth.
Jibba quotes me.
They AC, which is his con, the biggest con, but EF has the best con.
And I say that without reservation. Those guys, the Germans do not do anything halfway.
Well,
just ask
like I said on my show, it's like this is a German fur cut that could roll into France and they'd surrender.
I walked into the con, there were Jägermeister things everywhere. Beer, free. You walk in there, beers everywhere, people cleaning glasses, everybody's drinking.
Well, the con is sponsored
by Jaeger. There's Jaeger everywhere.
The vice chairman of Eurocurrents is one of the senior national sales representatives in Germany for Jägermeister Corporation. Everywhere you go, there's Jägermeister. You can get Jägermeister easier than you can get ice in your drink. They have 3 tabs. Jaeger, and cold water.
Well, I told you what happened. I did my show there, and I went backstage at the place where the bar was and stuff. And DBF dragged me aside, and he put me in front of this woman. And
Dude. Oh, yeah, you pegged wrong.
Yeah, I said, this ain't me. But he said, no. This is the vice president of the Jägermeister Corporation. And I'm like, and she said, I saw your show out of my she said, I really liked it. And she slid me under a Jägermeister machine and hit the switch. And I had to crawl out that motherfucker.
Euroference affects everybody in the alcoholic sense. My little tiny old, shuffling along white-haired mother.
Oh, good.
Her first year at Euroference, she went shuffling in, little tiny old lady walk with her little shoes with the buckles on, and she's walking, she said, "Little, please carry my purse, it's too heavy for me." She didn't speak any German. She understood ja and nein, but she didn't know which was which.
And then she came back this year, and she's having conversations with motherfuckers in German.
And you know what started it?
Oh.
It was not who, it was what.
What?
This little old lady who spoke no German wandered away from the Paw Pet show. And I was getting kind of worried. This could be a problem.
You were there.
This guy came up and he said, "Sam, you
I was doing bar. I decided that they had bar back there, and the furries were actually the ones who were tending the bar. And I was like, I don't want to do that too. And they're like, why? I'm like, because I want it. And it's booze. And people would come up and order beers in German, and I would go up and I had pick their stuff out. And then his mother comes up. And she comes up and she says, and she comes to me and she says, "I want a bottle of wine." I was like, and he had told me earlier that she'd had enough. She's like, "Don't give her anything else." "I want a bottle of wine." "Do you know who I am?" "Sam Kage, and my son will vomit on your face and melt it." And I'm sitting there going, and the Germans are looking at me like, I'm like, "You know what? Give me a second. We'll get you your bottle of wine." And I ran out into the front of the stage and I was like, "Dude, your mom's fucking blessed and she wants another bottle of wine."
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, wait here, all right?
And I sat back down to watch the show, and I'm like, thank God he's going to take care of this, because I didn't want to.
I went into the bar to see the little tiny old lady who spoke no German. Leaning across the bar, she had the bartender by the collar. She's shouting, "Nicht ein Glas, ich wollte ein Sponsor, yes!" Now, thankfully, the only thing the Germans fear more than Mom is me, because I walked up and said, "Kein Vermeinbutter!" The place went silent, and she turned like this.
It was almost like the beginning of an anime story. It's like, yes. The two of them kind of looked, they looked at each other and their eyes went,
And then it kind of faded as the old lady. So I kind of took her by her arm and she was shuffling by. We walked by him. She went.
They started. He had her with one arm
in a lock like this.
Mr. Kage had the other arm, and they were pulling her out the door. "Du bist ein Trainer!" And she was yelling this at me. Oh shit, I fucked up. I fucked it all up. I'm banned from Anthrax.
She was doing it the past year too.
Yeah. But that's the thing, her German was perfect. Du bist ein Trainer, Arschlecker!
I thought I was done for sure. But then the next day she woke up and
Jekyll and Hyde comes to mind.
Your mom is so wonderful because when she's so here's all the goodness to you again. It's just fuck you, motherfucker!
I actually don't think you know this.
What?
She told me I should have been home.
I mean, she doesn't know about black people?
Don't tell your father.
That's from Alabama. This could be awkward.
Wait,
No.
wait a minute,
hang on. Did my mom actually say that to you?
Yes, your mother said that to me.
I am so sorry. Jim,
Wait, don't tell your father what the hell is going on.
Wait. Okay, wait. Don't tell my father. I wanted to... Put that down. Put that. After con, my story hour, I looked down and I saw Jibba sitting there. My mom's in his lap like this.